Dearly beloved, we have gathered here today to get through this thing called Mix CD. My name is Mike, part of the SPDM crew, and I love making Mix CDs. Each week, we give our guests a theme and an 80-minute time limit for which songs they're going to pick for their Mix CD. This week, I'm going to be talking about the summer of 2007. This was a summer that I spent working for a company called Lead America, specifically for a conference called Leadership University, or as we called it, Lead U. And this summer, this group, this event, it changed my life. It did. It gave me the confidence to speak up. It, caused me to, go outside my comfort zone. It gave me a chance to flex my own leadership muscles. It also gave me a chance to grow as an individual, and to, travel a little bit and to make a little bit of money and just meet people from all different walks of life. So I owe a lot of what I am to this company called Lead America and Lead You specifically. And these are some of the songs that remind me of this particular time in my life. So my first 10 songs, or 9 songs rather, songs that I can remember at least. We are MC of our opening and closing ceremonies would play these songs as he introduced some of the staff members. So the ones that I can remember, Like This by Kelly Rowland, Summer Love by Justin Timberlake, Gonna Make You Sweat by CNC Music Factory, Circle of Life from The Lion King, the original version, not the Elton John version, Get It Shorty by Lloyd, Danger Zone by Kenny Loggins, Better Life by Keith Urban. That one's mine. And This Is Why I'm Hot by Mims and Party Like a Rockstar by Shop Boys. Those were all songs that were used to introduce some of the staff members. There are a couple songs that I forgot, that I definitely need to add in once I remember them, but those were all used to introduce the staff at our opening and also in our closing ceremonies as well. I think of it kind of like a baseball walk-up song or your wrestling entrance song. A couple songs that I added that are specific to the conference itself. We had a couple songs that they would play in between large group sessions, and one that was played a lot was Walk It Out by Unk, or UNK, or however you pronounce it. But Walk It Out was a big one. The same thing with Two Step, but I ended up just opting for Walk It Out instead. At the end of the summer, Crank That Soldier Boy came out, and there is still a video of me online of dancing to Crank That Soldier Boy at Stanford University in front of 300 high school students, and it's super embarrassing, but it was also a blast. We used to do these things called Energize, and it was a way just to get people up out of their seats and just get them ready to go. And one of them was You Can't Ride in My Little Red Wagon, and I found a version on here. It's such a silly song, but I love it. It holds a special place in my heart. These next 3 songs, they were very popular during the summer of 2007, and we heard them everywhere that we went. Particularly, anytime that we were on a bus and we were traveling somewhere, like we there were a couple times, particularly in Washington, D.C., where we would be stuck in traffic or we would need to go elsewhere. So we had a lot of time to listen to the music, and like these 3 songs in particular, Beautiful Girls by Sean Kingston, Umbrella by Rihanna, and Buy You a Drink by T-Pain. These were all songs that got played a lot. These next 3 songs, these are 3 songs that were featured on our slideshow. So Street Corner Symphony by Rob Thomas, I Miss You by Blink 182, and Photograph by Nickelback. There's a couple other songs that were kind of floating out there too, like Hanging by a Moment by Lifehouse, just a couple ones that we were officially licensed to use. So those were ones that I quite enjoyed and that I just had to add in there. And then my last 2. So I helped kind of reimagine this leadership discussion slash seminar or whatever called Leadership Defined. Me and my friend Doug, we kind of helped foster this, and we modeled it after this three-prong approach when it comes to leadership: relationships plus shared value plus action slash positive change equals leadership. So for the action piece, we did a thing where we asked people, what are some things you want to do before the end of your life? What would you do if you had 6 months to live? What if you had 1 week? What if you had 10 minutes? What would you do if you had 10 minutes to live? And people think pretty basic stuff about what are some things that they do before, they had 10 minutes to live. So one thing that we did was we did this thing is called the 10 minutes to live drill, where we asked people like, well, what are you waiting for? Like, does it take 10 minutes to live to do some of these things that you say? Like, no. So we give them those 10 minutes, and during it, we would play these two songs. We would play I Hope You Dance by Leanne Womack and Live Like You Were Dying by Tim McGraw. There were some that we kind of rotated in and out. Picked If Today Was Your Last Day by Nickelback. Picked, Be the Change by Corey Smith, a couple other ones, but these were the two mainstay ones because the combined time between two of them is about 10 minutes, 9 minutes and 55 seconds, but close enough, right? So those two songs hold a very special place in my heart. And those were ones that these are all the songs that remind me of that very special summer of 2007. Well, my friends, the time has come to end this episode of Mix CD. Be sure to like, rate, and subscribe to anything and everything SPDM Crew wherever you get your podcast. Join us on social media on Facebook, Instagram, X, Threads, YouTube, and Blue Sky at SPDM Crew. Check out our website soon to be out at spdmcrew.com. You could follow our playlist on Spotify and Apple Music at Mike Hilty. Shout out to HiFlyer Creative Studios for making our awesome logo. Greatly appreciate their support. And if you have any marketing, logo, or brand standard needs, contact them at highflyercreative.com. If you've got a podcast idea or you're interested in being part of the SPDM crew as a guest or collaborating, email us at spdmcrew@gmail.com. Until next time, no matter what happens now, you shouldn't be afraid because I know today has been the most perfect day I've ever seen.